My name is Samantha Reed, and Thanksgiving had always been a minefield in my family. My parents, Karen and Thomas Reed, had a habit of turning every holiday into an unofficial competition of who was more sophisticated or successful. I was usually the target of their quiet jabs, never openly cruel, but sharp enough to sting. This year, I had decided to wear something special, a new tote bag I had saved for months to buy. It wasn't ridiculously expensive, but it was a quality bag that I loved. I had looked forward to using it at our family gathering, thinking it might even earn a few compliments instead of criticism. As soon as I entered the dining room, my mom's eyes immediately went to the bag. She pursed her lips and whispered to Dad, loud enough for me to hear, "Another fake designer bag, Sam? Honestly, you spend too much on things that don't last." Dad chuckled, adding, "Why not just carry a paper bag? At least it wouldn't cost as much." I felt the familiar heat rise in my cheeks. In the past, I would have laughed awkwardly, tried to brush it off, and let the conversation move on. But this time, something inside me clicked. I had spent months working hard, budgeting carefully, and saving for things I wanted. This bag wasn't a symbol of vanity, it was a reward for my discipline. I set my shoulders, looked at both of them calmly, and said, "Actually, Mom, Dad, it's real. And I bought it with my own money." It's funny how you assume it's fake just because you weren't willing to save for something yourself. The room went quiet. Some of my cousins exchanged surprised glances. My younger brother, who often sat silently during these remarks, smiled subtly at me. Mom's lips tightened, but she tried to recover with a dismissive, "Well, I suppose it's nice you managed to save up." I smiled politely. I didn't just save for the bag. I've been saving for my future, too. And if you think something I worked hard for is just for show, maybe you're missing the point. Dad opened his mouth to reply, but I held up my hand gently. I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm just explaining that this bag is mine, and I earned it. You wouldn't know that because you never ask, you just assume. The rest of the meal passed with no further remarks about my belongings. Surprisingly, my parents didn't push the topic again, and by the time dessert arrived, the tension had melted slightly. My cousins even complimented the bag, which made me feel validated in a way I hadn't anticipated. Later that evening, I realized how important it was to stand up calmly for myself. I didn't need to yell, argue, or make a scene. I just needed to assert my independence and show that assumptions, especially negative ones, aren't harmless. Thanksgiving ended with laughter, full plates, and even a little warmth from my parents, who seemed to respect my response, even if silently. More importantly, I walked away feeling proud, not just of the bag, but of myself. It was a small victory, but it meant more than any criticism or sarcasm could. Sometimes, the simplest way to respond to judgment is not with anger, but with quiet confidence and a clear sense of self-worth.